In this video, we will walk you through how to install and set up the Attribute Wizard Pro app for Shopify. First, let's see what the app can do. It comes with a few demo products. One of them is a Book Pro. You can see there are multiple attribute groups. You can assign an attribute image to a group. You can assign attribute images to values. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 different attribute groups. We call them attribute. In Shopify, they're called variants, and a much larger number of total combinations. We also have conditional attributes. Some of them change the image of the product, and if you select an occasion, for example, a birthday, you see a new option to include birthday candles, and they can have a price impact as well. And you can decide what are the numbers to enter on it. We also have the option for quantity boxes where you can enter how many units you want from each of the attributes. You can set a minimum and a maximum and also require multiples of a certain amount. We also have here connected attributes, meaning not all these options are available with all these options, and you can decide which ones are and which one aren't, as well as have a different price impact when one option from one group and another option from another group is selected. And we can also have them with separated attributes that are not connected to these groups. And we also have layered images here where you can layer different images on top of the product. We can change various options of these seat cushions and configure this chair. Each option has its own transparent PNGs of that section layered on top. So we don't need to create an image for each one of these combinations, but rather an image for each one of the options. And we also have the option for bulk ordering, where you create a little grid of the quantities and anything that is added is noted here, and you can also set a minimum. Now, let's get back to our app and start using it. The first thing you can do is take a tour. This is available in every page, and it's going to give you some information about all the elements that are on here. As you can see, we can install demo products. We can import the existing variants from Shopify. We can add our own attribute group here. And for our demo purposes, we're going to install the demo products. You can install any one of the 9 demo products that are available. Each one says what is unique about it. We have separate attributes, connected and grouped, quantity grid, conditional attributes, etc. For this example, we're going to install all of them. Once they're done installing, we can see that they're all have green check marks here, and close this. Our setup guide now has attributes that were added. There's an attribute set created, and they are assigned to products. We will go over all of them. The last step that is needed is to add the AWP configurator block to your theme. You can do that by clicking this button. And we want to make sure we're putting it between the price and the variant picker or the buy button. By default, it's added here at the bottom, and we're going to move it below the price and above the buy button. Once it's there, we're going to click save. And if we go back into our app and reload it, it's going to detect that it was correctly installed, then the setup guide is no longer needed. In this first tab, attribute groups and values is where we configure all the attribute groups and the values that will be used. We're going to go into the chip, for example, and see some of the options that we have here. If you have multiple languages, you can change them here and translate. For each group, we can have an internal name, upload an image, have a link for it, select the size for the image. It can be custom or one of these existing options. You can define a height if you want, a description for that group. This text will be shown under the group, purely optional. How you want to display the group, we have various options here from drop down, radio buttons, checkboxes. Just display a color and an image with a single selection, color and an image with multiple options, quantity boxes, text box, and text area. And when you select one of these, you can decide how to display the values, either as text, color, image, or any combination of the two. And over here below, we have our values. If we want to add another value, just click the button and it will be added. Again, we can add a little description that's optional. It's going to appear next to the value name. If some values require extra clarification, that is a great way to do it. And if color or image is selected for it, then we'll have the option to enter them here as well. And we can always show a preview of the options that we've added and see how it looks. If you try to navigate without saving, you're going to get an alert. And we're going to go to one more of those accessories. These guys have images. You can see the different images here and the group image. And if we click on show preview, it's going to show us how it looks. Now, after you create the attribute groups and values, you create a new set. A set is basically a place where you can decide which attribute groups will be used in this particular set, and a set can be applied to multiple products. For example, let's go into the celebration cake. We give the attribute set a name. We decide to show the available inventory and where to place it. Over here, you will see all of the attribute groups that are defined, and you can decide which one of them are going to be used by this set. The ones that are not used are going to show at the bottom. Once you decide which attribute groups are used, you can define how they're going to operate, if they're separated and grouped, or connected. Separated means that each one of these values has its own price impact and can have its own inventory. If they're separated plus groups, that means that the whole group gets the same price impact. And if we want to have connected, we're going to choose which group to connect it to, and then they will be basically one group where we can decide which of these combination is available. That's great if not every selection from one group is available with a selection from another group. We can also decide which one of the options should be pre-selected. We can do this for each one of the groups. And there's a few other options here, like is it a required group, or if we want to hide the group name. The last part is assigning sets to products. As you can see, we have the product and the attribute set that is assigned to it. You can assign multiple products to the same attribute set if they're the same ones. For example, if you're selling multiple shirts and you want to offer them with the grid, then you create the set one time and then assign it to multiple products. Here you have the option to enter a SKU and inventory. You can override the existing Shopify inventory system, or you can use the Shopify system in case the inventory for these does not matter. and it's only one inventory per product. Again, here you have the default selections to show available inventory, and if you do, which one you want to show it. Same with price and stock. Do we want to show it next to the value or below the value? And any changes you make here, you want to hit save. A few other options here is manage inventory. Just makes it easy to manage all your inventory in one place. You can search, you can show all the options or tracked only. And if you want to create a new order, you will have to do it from here because the Shopify system will not recognize all of our attributes. But here you can create the draft order and then pass it on to Shopify to collect payment. Additionally, there's Storefront Text. Over here, you can change any of the text that is default for the app. And if you have multiple languages, you can also enter a translation for them. Finally, we have a settings page with a few default settings, um, including how to display the attributes in an email and how to add them into your order history. Both are very simple to do, and if you have any questions or need help, we're happy to help you with that. Plan shows you all the different plans for the app. And finally, the help page will give you additional information about all of the functionalities of the app and how to install anything you need to install. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us. We'll be happy to help. Thank you very much.